Happy Sunday morning, YouTube. I have been wanting to do a YouTube about being in the zone. I have been in the zone for, I don't even know, like the zone as in being, and this place of expectancy, this place of knowingness, this place of peace, kind of riding the wave like a surfer in the wave, just like, oh, imagining that. And then, and then some people believe that the universe tests us, and I don't. I don't believe in that. I really don't. I don't believe that there are tests the way people try to say that this life is just all about learning and about learning lessons and we get these tests from God. I don't believe that. I really don't. But for some reason, these things have come into my awareness, and it's been a bit of a setback the last few days. So I had gotten a letter in the mail that I had to do something that I didn't want to do, and had catapulted me back to a place that I didn't want to be. And I had to do something, and I did it, and it all turned out, hopefully. But it left me in this state. Not quite as at the level of when this event first happened, but it's a setback for me. And and then I did what I've been doing recently. And instead of calling my family members per se, I've been calling professionals, professional listeners to my crappers. So I called this professional, and I was telling her about everything that was going on, and I told her the part that was the most concerning to me was that I really felt like I was further along. And I can't stand this word, but I don't know what else to call it. My healing process. I don't know why that word bothers me. Maybe I just have some resistance to the whole idea in general. I don't know. But but I guess that I am not as far along as I think if I'm reacting to this in such the intensity of my reaction to it was concerning to me, that I have not. And are we even able to put something into a plastic envelope, put it in the closet, and shut the door and move on? I mean, can we? When something is asked for, or something brings back the past. Yeah. So it's just like, I feel like it's like these layers that I'm always talking about of understanding, but like also of getting better. Like, I don't know that we go from being completely broken and wounded to being perfectly joyful all the time. Can we get there from there? So I have this other thing going on. I had shared with you all, like, I don't even know when. It was probably like 9 months ago that I had finally indeed gotten my floor. I got my flooring put in the bottom half of my place. And it wasn't exactly perfect. And if we create our reality, I can't figure out why I created this. I had waited years to get this new flooring. And then when it was installed, there was a scratch. I'm not talking an insignificant scratch. I'm talking a scratch that is at least 12 feet long and an inch wide. When I walk to my kitchen, I can't see it. But when I walk from my kitchen, I see it every day. This flaw, this massive flaw in my floor. that I tried and tried and tried to work out with the flooring company. I tried everything. Um, and and so then I had gotten with them about getting the top level of my flooring done, and we were talking about everything, and then they realized, or they went to go see if they could order the same flooring, and they couldn't. It was discontinued. So I had to choose another flooring. And then I asked him what it would cost, or what would happen if I got the bottom fixed with the new flooring. So they would have to completely redo the new floor, the bottom level, because they didn't have the materials. And it was met with the company that I've been working for. It was met with what they've been doing all along, and that is just avoidance. They just didn't even answer the question. They said they would get back to me, and they didn't get back to me. And my history with them, I mean, I had the floors put in March, and it's December. It's December. It's been 9 months since the initial flooring was put in, and the scratch was in the floor the first day they installed it. And I asked the installer about it, and he said, "Oh, no problem. I'll be able to buff that out." Well, he wasn't able to buff that out. So tomorrow they are coming to put in the upstairs of my condo, and I have to move everything. Like, not necessarily furniture, but I have to remove every item off of every piece of furniture in the upstairs. And I have just had such dread. Like, I don't want to do this. I just don't feel like it. I mean, I don't feel like it. I don't know what is wrong with me. Like, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like decorating for Christmas. I don't like, I'm excited about Christmas, but I don't know, like, what is going on with me. And sometimes my motivation, I make jokes, but it's like actually the truth, that sometimes I would rather watch reruns of Fleabag than do what is in front of me. It's something that I know that I have to do. And so what is that? How did I create this scratch? And how did I create that massive thing that happened in my life that still, to some degree, haunts me? And what does this mean about my progress? Like, is it realistic to think that we're just going to get to some level, I hate that word level, but we're going to get to a place where we are unaffected? I mean, truly unaffected. Do we ever get there? I'm just wondering. And so I'm going to be doing an interview this evening with my daughter, which has nothing to do with this, but I just felt like I had been meaning to do one on this being in this space, in the wave. And I guess in some ways, even that can't necessarily just go on forever. There's sort of this end to even bliss. I mean, would we really be able to handle bliss, like, for extended periods of time? I'm just putting it out there. Just things that are going on in my mind. And God, you all know how much I love ideas, but anyway, I had planned to give you guys a tour of my new place when the floors go in, and maybe I still will. But today I got my work cut out for me and getting everything ready for them to come. But anyway, I love you guys, and I will be back.